Today we're taking a look at the Vertagear PL4500 gaming chair. This model is specifically designed for those who are big and tall and has a height and weight recommendation that max out to 6'6" and 260 pounds. Other models are available as well that cater to a smaller or even larger body type. This chair specifically arrived in a very large box and appeared to be well protected inside. All the individual pieces and components were carefully wrapped and shielded from any harm that might occur during transit. I opted to go with the purple and black colorway on this chair, but there are also 5 different color choices users can choose from. Assembling the chair was very easy to do by myself and pretty straightforward, essentially just attaching the wheels to the metal base, inserting the piston, attaching the tilt and lift bracket with 4 screws, and then finally sliding the backrest onto the frame arms and then screwing it in with 4 more screws. I really like that they included this T-handle wrench for attaching the screws, as it is so much nicer and easier to use than a standard small Allen wrench that many other companies would typically provide for something such as this. The chair itself is wrapped in PUC along the sides, which is a combination of attributes for both PVC and faux leather. It feels pretty soft to the touch, but still durable enough to avoid tearing or being easily scratched, so if you own pets, don't worry, they're not going to tear a hole into your new chair. Color-coordinated stitching runs along the sides of the chair panels, which is a nice touch, as is the subtle color accents sewn into the backrest and the seat. The foam cushioning used inside this is made up of UPHR foam, which is 2.5 times more dense than industry standard foam, and it definitely feels more firm than previous chairs I've used in the past, which is a good thing to me. I prefer something that doesn't feel like it's going to sag or get tired too easily, especially for long gaming sessions or hours spent sitting in front of my computer editing. You don't want a chair that's going to deflate on you and have a mushy seat and doesn't ever reform after you get up. Time will tell if this holds up, but my initial impressions of this are quite positive. The seat and backrest are covered in coffee fiber padding, which allows for quick drying and enhanced comfort, meaning in simple terms, you won't be getting that swamp butt feeling after being seated in this chair for hours and hours at a time. The armrests measure 4 inches wide and 9.5 inches long and are adjustable in 3 different directions. You can also spend a little extra and get the 4D armrest upgrade to your seat if you choose to, and if you also want the armrest to slide inwards and outwards. And if you're really looking to splurge on accessories, there's also an optional RGB upgrade kit that you can purchase and install in this chair that works wirelessly to interact with your gaming experience. Seat height is adjustable within around 3 inches up or down, and the backrest can be adjusted up to 140 degrees backwards. You can also control the tilt lock or seating tension using the control knob. This allows users to rock back and forth comfortably if they wish, or set the chair to one of 4 lockable tilt positions. A free floating lumbar pillow is included that has a Vertagear logo embroidered and is made of a stiff memory foam material. A matching headrest pillow is also included, though the foam on the headrest is much softer and easily the softest portion of the chair, which makes the most sense. I personally found the lumbar pillow to be a bit too thick, as it seemed it was always pushing me forward in the chair, more than it was actually offering support. So I've opted not to use it, since the ergonomics of the chair feel more natural to me personally without it. Fortunately, it's not sewn on or attached to the chair in any manner, so it's easy to set aside. Overall, the build quality and materials used in this chair do feel quite good and live up to the premium price tag in my eyes. The wheels roll smoothly and quietly and don't feel like brittle plastic. The steel frame within the chair and the aluminum base are very sturdy. The padding is firm and feels like it'll serve me well long into the future. I could rattle off more marketing terms used to describe this chair in greater detail, but at the end of the day, all that really matters is the question of, does this chair fit my personal body type and is it comfortable to me? Fortunately, I'm able to answer that with an absolute yes. So quick comparison, this has been my daily driver for a little over a year, so to speak. This is the Devoco gaming chair I got off Amazon, paid around $140 for it. It's served me well. There's no rips or tears or anything like that, but the seat cushion for sure is definitely starting to get tired every time I sit down on it. I'm starting to feel the frame. You can see it's kind of thin just as far as the build quality and the thickness of the walls of everything of the backrest and the seat. I've also had some cracking down here on the armrest, but overall it's done well and it's served me well enough. The pillows, the padding, definitely very, very thin material. And then comparing it to something like the Vertagear, I mean, the pillows are super thick. like I said, to a fault almost, because this lumbar pillow is a little too thick for my taste. But the backrest specifically, I mean, it's it's almost double the thickness compared to something like the DeVoco. However, this Vertagear chair is also 2.5 times more expensive than something like this that you can find out there. So is this warranting of that 2.5 times more expensive price tag? Obviously, only you can really answer that question. Me personally, though, just how comfortable this is for me. I'm 6'2", 190 pounds. This fits and feels excellent when I'm sitting on it, and just the better build quality and materials overall. So things like, again, we got actual metal base down here, whereas this is all plastic. The wheels are bigger, they roll smoother. This one's starting to, get some grinding noises in the wheel, but it still functions as a chair. At the end of the day, though, you decide what works best for you. But if you do decide to go something like this Vertagear chair, I think you'll be happy in the end.